Hello everyone and welcome to episode 133 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channel. It's Pride of Sea in the year 2009 as it is Pride of Sea Worldwide 31. Ron Faircloth versus Mauricio Shogun who our main event. But that should be a fun main event. It's a fun fight. Shogun looking to get a huge win over Ron Faircloth, and Ron Faircloth potentially get some as far as some he's not being able to beat Murlio, but he might be able to beat his brother in Mauricio here in our main event, Pride of Sea Worldwide 31, and as far as the rest of the card, which we'll go through here in a little bit, because we do have a lot of pieces of mail, 17 pieces of mail. So Tom Lawler broke his fingers during his fight, so ended up being not as severe as we thought, but still, broken fingers still not a fun thing to go through. We extended Thiago Silva, Mei Yamaguchi. Don Fry wants to fight Fabrizio Verdum. As far as they fought, I think that was one of the first American Bushido cards. I want to say that was either the seventh. Oh, it was seventh. I thought it was one of the earlier ones, but he won by split decision, which that was back when there was the 10-minute and then the 5-minute round. So definitely could run that back. We'll keep that just in case we do run that back. We signed Jorge Santiago as Jorge Santiago, 12-1-1, 19th middleweight in the world. As far as I'm sure he's not even going to be ranked as far as in the middleweights go for us, which is pretty hilarious. As far as he's on a quite the winning streak here, as far as he's been in Elite XC, MFC, Cage Warriors. So it's kind of weird that we've signed someone as far as that's not a part of like UFC that is like ranked fairly high. He hasn't obviously he's fought like Jason May and Miller, which he lost to, and then he's faced Ron Stallings. He fought Roy Singer. As far as guys that we have had, because Roy Singer was a part of our developmental, as far as once we signed Elite XC, at least he was a part of that, and I think he still is at Elite XC. But yeah, I mean, anytime you can have someone that's at least ranked as far as nationally, it's nice to have, even though he's not going to have any name value here in Japan or in the States, so that's not great. But it'll be as far as another middleweight to add to our crazy roster. Dan Hardy got extended to Josh Barnett and Tom Lawler. We finally signed Khabib. I was just kind of waiting to see how he would do in the mod. As far as he won both his first two fights in Strikeforce. We'll probably keep him on the main roster, to be honest, since our lightweight division could use some names. So that should be fun to see how Khabib does. We'll probably do him and Tony Ferguson, since that fight just could not happen in real life. It was just bound to determine to not happen, so at least we'll get it here. Hector Lombard got extended as well. Scott Smith joined Capital City Fighting Alliance. Lee Murray's left the pit. Josh Barnett's left American Top Team. Michelle Watterson. So, as far as Alexis Davis, she broke her wrist during training. So, Sarah Schneider didn't have anybody to face. And I believe we are going to have Michelle Watterson take on, as far as Sarah Schneider. Yeah, we are. So, that works out well for her. Getting a huge opportunity there. I believe that's on the prelim. And then we signed Adriana Jenkins, AJ, as far as she is 13-5, 22nd on the pound-for-pound list, as far as for the women's rankings goes, the 8th bantamweight in the world. On the 3-5 win streak, she's lost to Tonya Evinger, Karina Dam, Tara La Rosa. So if you had to guess, she's probably going to finish somewhere around either 10th to 15th as far as in the ranking. We'll see how they rank her as far as right now. Obviously, she hasn't been ranked yet, but I'm assuming she'll probably be ranked fairly high to start off. And Josh Barnett, after leaving American Top Team, is going to join Death Clutch Gym, which, what a scary thought to team with Brock Lesnar. So that should be fun, as far as that's going to help Brock out, and that's, going to be huge. But, yeah, let's get on with the worldwide taping here. So, yeah, we talked about Faircloth and Mauricio Shogun Hua, of course, and in the co-main, Josh Neer versus BJ Penn. We also have Matt Serra versus Matt Hughes. That's a fun fight. As far as, obviously, those two hated each other in Tough, and then they became coaches against each other, as far as that. So that should be fun. As far as, that should be a fun little fight, though. They both kind of have, as far as a wrestler versus Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys, so you have a fun little matchup there. Matt Hughes, as far as he's going on a bit of a losing streak, and has definitely been on the tail end of his run here in Pride FC, and we'll see how he does against Matt Serra, though. I think that's a good test for both guys, as Kyoko Takabayashi taking on Valerie. I always fucking butcher her names. I'm just gonna keep it at Valerie. They're both at 125, of course, women's division fight. Then a middleweight fight, Francis Garmont taking on Yushinokami. And then to kick off the show in a match that, man, this will be a hell of a fight. Two of my favorites from this save, as far as from the early days of the save. Two guys that delivered in big-time moments, especially Gary Goodrich, but having Gary Goodrich and Kazuchika Vegeta kick off this worldwide taping. Pretty fucking fun, and I'm excited to see how that one plays out, because I'm assuming Goodrich knocks him out in the first 5 seconds, but if Kazuchika Vegeta can survive a head kick from Mirko Cro Cop, he should be able to withstand a Gary Goodrich punch. We'll see, though. And then Yushinokami's taking on Frankie Edgar on the prelim. In a lightweight contest, Shinyoki's going to have a little bit more weight on him than Frankie Edgar. Obviously, Edgar more on the lighter side of lightweights as far as that goes. So, we'll see how that fight goes as far as for Frankie Edgar. It's a big opportunity. And then Stefan Struve, the fucking skyscraper himself, taking on Wes Sims. A big fucking dude. This is some giant heavyweights in there, though. Because I think Wes Sims is like 6'8". Might be 6'6", but he's pretty tall. And obviously, Stefan Struve's damn near 7 feet tall. Both at 260, though. I mean, you got some big fucking boys in there. Gonna be swinging some leather for sure. That should be a fun prelim. As Shogun, he's won 4 of his last 5 fights by knockout. That's a crazy statistic, you know, as far as if you're Ron Faircloth, you gotta be worried about that. Even though this is gonna be the 8th time that Ron Faircloth has main evented a Pride event. That's pretty nuts. I think he's main evented probably more Bushidos as far as like American Bushidos. I had to guess, because I think this was the main. I want to say that was the main, and I'm going to assume that was also the main. And then this was probably the main of that card as well. As far as, yeah, then he main evented a couple of worldwides, it looks like. Looks like the last 4 worldwides he's been in, he's main evented. Oh, and also this Bushido from Down Under. But yeah, I mean, obviously Ron Faircloth is a guy that, in the middleweight division, you just can't, with so many talented guys in there, 9 times out of 10, I would say, you're going to have a good to great fight with somebody. They're going to bring it, and you can see there, basically since his debut in July of 2004, he's had good to great fights all but twice, which is a hell of a run. But 22-7 on a 3-fight winning streak. He's beaten Alex Stevens, beaten Fabio Maldonado, and he's beaten Rampage Jackson as far as getting that win back against Rampage. As far as maybe potentially down the line, maybe a trilogy if he loses, you know, as far as here tonight against Shogun, but this is a great opportunity for Mauricio Shogun, who, as far as Faircloth, he's submitted 3 of his last 5 opponents, which we just saw. Obviously looks to go for the leg lock, as far as if you're on Faircloth. Looking for that leg lock, looking for maybe a calf slice or 2 on Shogun. You know Shogun's going to try to go for the clinch, so you got to be wary of that. But both are world-ranked light heavyweights. Faircloth second, Shogun 24th. First time they fought. Shogun, with that knockout power, going to have 6 inch reach advantage. That's going to play into a big factor. And pretty close to the Blur Cat stat picks as far as 4-3. A slight advantage to Faircloth. Makes sense. But Shogun, man, he's a fucking savage. 8-1. His only loss was Ricardo Arona, which is just fucking hilarious to think. But this is a huge test for him. He's gotten knockouts in the past 3 fights with the, you know, as far as knees out of the clinch. This is his first big test. Like Semenoff and Ryan Jensen, like those were fun tests, and then Yuki Kondo's kind of just like, we're going to feed him to Shogun, but this is a big test for him. This is a legit top 5 middleweight. You know, I think Faircloth's ranked, yeah, I mean, he's ranked 2nd right now, and he's, you know, 5th on the pound-for-pound list. I mean, that's as big as it comes as far as having an absolute threat in there against, you know, Ron Faircloth. Should be a hell of a main event. Josh, the Dentist Neer, taking on the Prodigy BJ Penn. As Neer finished 3 of his last 5 opponents. Neer is ranked 12th in the lightweight division. BJ Penn 17th. Hard to believe this man was the ruler of the lightweight division for such a long time. Now coming down towards the tail end of his career now, it looks like. As far as he does have the Blur Cat stat pick 6-1 with Harry back and Josh Neer, which is probably a safe bet. You know, BJ Penn, as far as 16-4, it's crazy to think, you know, as far as having 16-4, but 7-4 in Pride FC, and has, as far as he's lost 4 of his last 6. It's not great, but he beat Joe Stevenson, though. I didn't even think he was going to beat Joe Stevenson, and, you know, as far as beating Takanori Gomi, at least that got him back on the right track after losing the belt to Gilbert Melendez. But even then, you know, as far as this Gilbert Melendez win, split decision win, you know, that was the main event, as far as final conflict, into obviously crown our first lightweight champion. But this is a big time fight, for sure. And it's crazy too, because like he fought some tough guys at King of the Cage, and even Cage Warriors too. Like as far as Rich Clemente, Charles Bennett, Michael Sajin Kwok, and Joaquin Hansen, young Joaquin Hansen. A lot of tough guys for as far as where they're at now, especially. But yeah, I mean this is a fun fight for both guys. Obviously, Josh Neer's got a lot to prove. Crazy to think he's already had 4 fights when we signed him, and I think his first fight was in March of 08. So he's had quite a busy schedule. It's going to be his 3rd fight in the year. Man's been pretty busy as far as he has not been finished yet. It's either lost by a split decision or a unanimous decision, which even then the Blake Fredrickson loss and Josh Thompson, I mean, those are 2 tough guys, Josh Thompson and Blake Fredrickson. We'll see what happens. This should be a fun little fight, though. Because BJ Penn, I mean, stylistically, I think he matches up well with Josh Neer. It's Matt the Terror Serra taking on Matt Hughes. Hughes trains in military fighting systems as Matt Serra has a record of 1-0 against other members of that team. First time they've fought, Hughes will have a significant weight and reach advantage. Still only a slight advantage in the Bloodcast stat picks, which is pretty nice because Matt Serra, not that great as far as of late. He's lost his last 3 fights to Sean Pearson, Dan Hardy, and Jake Shields, which some tough guys in there, like Dan Hardy, obviously very tough, and Jake Shields, tough guy. Lost to Von Flue, lost to Dennis Hallman, Diego Sanchez. Like, he's lost to just tough guys, and the Lido losses, and even the Von Flue loss in the UFC. Like, really, out of those names, some tough-ass opponents. And this should be a fun fight, though, for both guys, because both of them need a win desperately. Their jobs are basically on the line. Maybe not so much Matt Hughes's, but as far as Matt Hughes had quite the dip, though, in from basically 2006, 2008. It was not his years. At least he has a win in 2009. He kind of destroyed Eric Davila, from what I remember. He just kind of ground and pounded his way and laid and prayed and used that wrestling, as far as he was really pushing the pace. We'll see what happens with Matt Serra as far as if he's going to be able to do anything from the bottom. Because, Matt Serra, or, Matt Hughes, rather, is going to be looking for takedowns and keeping him down on the ground as long as he can. The women's fight here, both have finished 3 of the last 5 opponents, as Valier's ranked 19th in the Pride Women's Division, as Kyoko's ranked 24th. First time they have fought, this is going to be Kyoko's debut for Pride FC, as she is the underdog, going to Blurcat staff picks. She's 8-3, and she's on a 2-fight win streak. She lost to Mei Yamaguchi, as far as, that's a tough loss, as far as to lose to Mei Yamaguchi, because we just saw Mei Yamaguchi basically get throttled in her debut, so that's not a good sign, as far as taking on someone like Valerie, who, sure, she lost in her debut, but she went the distance with Julia Brizikova, who's pretty tough in her own right. We'll see what happens here, as far as 5-1, just had her undefeated streak in at her Pride FC debut, looking to bounce back, though, and get a win here. Kickboxer versus, I think, Kyoko. I believe she's a mixed martial arts. I was thinking she had a judo background. Nonetheless, though, should be a fun fight. As Francis, Limitless Garmont taking on Yushin Thunder Okami. Garmont trains at TriStar, which Okami has a little record of 1-0 against other members of that team. Can't believe Yushinokami is such the heavy favorite here, because Yushinokami basically got throttled in both of his Pride FC fights. As far as lost to Gegard Mousasi, and obviously Jacare Souza just kind of ran through him, which that's not a good sign that a first-round finish was rated poor. So it's not looking good for him as far as for Yushinokami. But Francis Garmont, 11-4, wrestling Muay Thai background, lost his debut to Alex Steeling, which that's a tough guy to face in your debut. I think, as far as Francis Garmont, like, he's beaten Dean Lister at least recently. He's beaten Josh Rafferty in the past. I would probably give the edge to Francis Garmont, actually. I wouldn't give it to Yushinokami, but we'll see. I think he's a little bigger. I think he's going to use that size to his advantage. We'll see. And Big Daddy Goodrich, the Lionhead, Kazuki Vegeta. Goodrich has a 6-inch reach advantage. I'm sure that's going to help him out a lot. But the Blurcat stat picks have all but one backing Kazuki Vegeta. That's nuts. As far as Gary Goodrich, of course, got some fucking dynamite in those hands. Looking to maybe finish his career at 500. That would be pretty epic. Of course, the streak there you see from April of 2000. Good to great fights the entire time. Talk about a Hall of Famer in this save. Dude's been incredible. It's had some fun fights. As far as rarely does he go into the second round. Even in like the Butterbean fight, he went to the second, and also the got finished by, or he didn't even get finished by Alexio Lang. That was the, I believe that's the only time that he either was finished or was not finished, as far as, because he either finishes someone or he gets finished himself besides that fight. That's pretty nuts. So that was the only fight to go to a decision in his entire run so far. Maybe he'll go to a decision here, but I don't know, man. I think he can knock out Kazuki Vegeta, but you got some veterans, some veteran heavyweights. Of course, the Igor fight was pretty fantastic, though, to kick off the year, as far as him getting the rear naked choke over Ice Cold Igor. It's funny, like, as far as he beat Oleg, was his last win before then. Oleg hasn't been in the company probably since that fight. As far as I'm sure that was Oleg's last fight in the company. But, yes, I mean, it's a crazy thing, man. He beat Mirko Krukov at Shockwave, or first Shockwave. He's beaten Alistair Overeem, too. Like, it's just, the names he's beaten, it's pretty great. Of course, he had the Fedor fight, which, pretty nuts. You know, that was a fun fight to build up to. Because obviously he had just beaten Krokov, he had beaten Tom Erickson too, both by rear naked choke. So this should be a fun ass fight. I can't wait to see. This is a main event, to be honest, for me. This is so fun. But we'll see how that plays out. Then our prelims, as Shinyoki taking on Frankie the Answer. Edgar, as Shinyoki has a 1 in 2 years since July of 07. It's 3-6 in Pride of C, so yeah, I mean, as far as winning back-to-back against Jorge Masvidal and Katsuya Inoue, this has kind of been his only bright spot. If he loses here, he's probably going to get sent down to either Rings or Elite XC. Probably Rings, since, you know, he's over in Japan. I guess he can go anywhere, because he's, looks like he's over basically everywhere, so that's fun. But, yeah, Frank Edgar, as far as he's 1-0, he beat Gray Maynard. Or no, that was, yeah, he beat Sam Stout way back when, but as far as he's had some fun fights. They had the Great Maynard fight, looks like, in Rings, which he won by decision. He's only lost to Eddie Alvarez. They also lost to Spencer Fisher, which is not a great sign, but at least that was by split decision, so maybe he just got fucked over by the judges. We'll see how that fight goes. I'm assuming Edgar kind of squashes him. And then Stefan, the Skyscraper Struve, taking on the West, the Project Sims. Can't believe West Sims has some backers here. West Sims has finished 3 of his last 5 opponents. As far as Stefan Struve, coming in obviously knocking, as far as I thought he knocked out Mauricio Cruz, but no, he won by rear naked choke to kick off the year. As far as, I mean, you have a 6'10" guy. And, oh no, the West Sims is 6'10", so you got some fucking giants in there. And of course, he got knocked out by Seth Petrozelli. I thought that was a lot quicker than the second round, but good to see that it was a second round finish. This should be a fun little fight, though, to kick off the show. I'm back in Struve, but I guess I can't believe people are back in West Sims. This should be a fun fight, though, for both guys. I think it's pretty evenly matched for what it is as far as size-wise. And yeah, you see the betting lines there. -110, -120. Voss Gym for Stefan Struve. Of course, Holland, the Dutch kickboxer with a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background. As far as some training in there. And then for West Sims, mixed martial artist. Was mainly known for Hammer House, but he's fighting at a Jackson Submission Fighting for this fight out of that camp. And referee Hideki Nagumo is our referee. Ringside judges here. Round 1 begins as Struve looks like he's about to shoot in, but Sims simply stepped in fast and started the clinch, which now Sims is looking for the takedown. As now we have, as always, got the takedown. Struve pulls half guard. Sims now firing off a handful of punches, each easily being blocked with gloves. As Sims pounds away with rights, but doesn't do much damage. Now getting some separation there. He's trying to scramble Stefan Struve. I can only imagine seeing 2 6'10" giant humans just grappling. I could only imagine as Sims seizing the opportunity. Struve was too slow, though, gets caught side control. As Sims is contentious with a couple punches to the bodies. I mean, West Sims might get this win here. This is a great opportunity if he's able to keep control here for the majority of this round. Sims blocks Struve now again. Firing off some rights, just keeping him down there. Trying to transition the guard, that's not happening. Still pounding away. Maybe the referee will stand him up, maybe not. As we're about 5 minutes in now. There we go, Dick Dumas finally going to stand him up. Halfway point. Sims may have been aiming to get in close, but Struth aggressively comes in now as jab hits home from Struth, then hits, then he scores with the right cross. As now Struth looking for the takedown, he's got it, the single leg. Now he's pounding away at Struth, but Sims calmly deals with him, has to lean back to avoid a couple of wild swings from West Sims from the bottom. Trying to pass guard, but Sims is ready for it, and here comes a scramble. As the Struth's up first, and now he's quick to wrestle Sims up against the ropes, looking for maybe another takedown. It is. And he's got his back. That's not good. As he pounds away, and there's several big shots now that Sims eats. Gonna block that body triangle. This is not good if you're West Sims. You are in big trouble. Look for the rear naked chokes. Not gonna happen. It's gonna need the hooks in. Oh, well, he's got the hooks in. Oh, boy. And he's got the rear naked choke. Nope. He does not. West Sims stops it. I cannot believe this. He survived that round. Wow. As, what a first round. Both guys, I think, had their ups and downs. Obviously, Stefan Struth could have very well finished that fight there at the end of the round, but that's a hell of a performance, though, from Struth to come back like that. Obviously, the stand-up helped him, but man, oh man, we'll see what happens in a second. Sims may have been aiming to get in close, but Struth aggressively took the initiative. Two left hands land from Struth, but Sims evades the big right. And stepping in now, Sims aggressively gets a dominant position in the clinch. Looking for maybe a takedown here from West Sims. He's got it. So far, those guys have not stopped each other's takedowns as Sims pounds away, but Struth calmly deals with him. Trying to transition the car. Can't quite manage it, though. Unloads some right hands. Struth deals with him comfortably. Tries to pull guard on Sims. Doesn't get anywhere with the attempt. Fires off some punches now. They aren't throwing any great force. Sims blocks Struth as he tries to transition the guard. Sims fires away with punches, but Struth deals with them fairly well. Struth tries to pull guard on Sims, but doesn't get anywhere with the attempt. Throws a few weak-looking punches as he decides the next move. Struth tries to transition the guard, but can't quite manage it. Now he's stuck under side control. Struth takes a knee to the ribs. Minute left. There's some small strikes now. They're without venom. Struth tries to transition the guard, but he can't quite manage it. And Sims pounding away. Struth calmly deals with him. And that's the end of the second. So yeah, obviously, West Sims doing a lot there. Had the big takedown, landed a lot of shots. This is going to be a tough one to decide here, depending on what happens in this third. As Struth comes in with a left hand and scores with the right cross that lands hard. Oh man, and there's a right cross that knocks down West Sims. You needed that if you're Stefan Struth. He might finish the fight right here, though. Pounding away, and he does so. He is taking a beating. Dekanuguma stops the fight right there. Stefan Struth, what a performance from both guys, really. That was a hell of a fight. 2-0 for Stefan Struth. 10-6 for West Sims. Tough break there, but that was a fun fight. Love to see what Stefan Struth can do next. And even West Sims, too. I think, oh wow, he wants to fight. Man, a Shane Carwin-Stefan Struth fight. That would be interesting, but he gives an interview in a false gym. Obviously, response off his friends, famous supporters, and yeah, he's wanting to fight Shane Carwin. Be a tough challenge, and it's one he's interested in trying. That would be very, very base. As Shinyoki taking on Frankie the Answer Edgar. 8-6, 6-2, wrestling, boxing, submission wrestling, Cobra Kai Dojo. Fucking strike first, show no mercy. As Shinyoki and Frankie Edgar. Should be a fun little lightweight fight here to end out the prelim. Favorite in Frankie Edgar, of course, at minus 280. We're hoping for a finish from Frankie Edgar here. We'll see as he wants the Kara's referee. As there's a roar from the crowd as after Aoki towering over Edgar. Roar from the crowd as Aoki enters from around here. His opening bell. Aoki ignores the offer to touch gloves. Well, that's fun. And he's trying to clinch. As Aoki trying to drag him down to his guard. Yeah, that's not happening. Now Edgar's in control. Got him pinned. Double underhooks now for the Greco-Roman slam. That's pretty big. Look at the pass. And it's a scramble. Aoki's trying to get back up. But Edgar's up first and quickly wrestles him against the ropes. Maybe another double underhook here. Yep. Got the underhooks and now using for the setup for the trip. Now he's got his... Now he's in, as far as he's pulling guard. Shinyoki's now he's firing off some punches. Aoki's trying to catch his breath. Or no, he's rather trying to catch Edgar with a punch, rather. Excuse me, as he's off target. As Edgar fires with elbows, but does little in the way of damage. They're all deflected away. Aoki trying to move to rubber guard, but Edgar doesn't allow it. Pounds away with elbow strikes, but fails to land anything significant. Again, looking for an armbar from the bottom here, maybe? That would have been huge. But Frankie Edgar doesn't let that arm be taken. Fires off a handful of punches, each easily being blocked with gloves. Trying to drop an elbow now, but Aoki does not allowing that. Edgar gets pushed back now. He's left standing ahead of him. Now looking to secure position as Aoki catches him in guard. Looking for elbows again. Not really happening. Triangle choke attempt. That gets stopped. As I like what Shinyoki's doing from the bottom, though. They went a lot at him. Through a armbar attempt at him. Now through a triangle at him. We'll see what happens next. He's trying to catch him with a punch, but it's off target. A few right hands to the body. Looking for a triangle. fins that well again, and now Yushinokami is going to stand him up with about 2:30 left in the round. Quick punch doesn't hit it though. Aoki takes the chance, grabs him in a clinch. Oh well, he sucked him in his guard. Looking for the triangle, and it gets stopped again. Looking for it again. I think he's going to keep on not getting it, but I respect him at least trying as he gets pushed back again. Has to come back in, but it's a scramble now as obviously Aoki sees it coming, but that's the end of the round, so we don't get to see who would have won that scramble, but obviously, honestly, that's a weird round to decide because obviously Edgar had the takedowns, he was doing a lot. Really, Yushinokami was just trying to throw submissions at him. Obviously, that's very much a go-for-broke strategy, which I don't hate when you're a plus 220 underdog like that. If you're able to lock in that submission, you're the hero, and you get that big win. See what happens in the second here as they get up close. Edgar aggressively gets a down position. He's trying to wrestle against ropes. He does so. Probably, another double underhook, and it's another slam. Pounds away some elbow strikes again. I don't know why he keeps on going for the elbows. I guess he's not trying to get caught in the triangles, my guess. Some more elbows now. Doesn't do much significant damage as they're dealt with comfortably, though. Now he loses his guard again while defending the elbows. So now Frankie Edgar is going to come back in. Oh, well, he tried to get side control, but that wasn't going to happen, so he's just stuck in guard. As he fights off, seems to trap him in rubber guard here. That would have been bad. He's looking for the triangle choke, though. Blocks that, though. Pounds with his elbow, strikes again. Aoki looking for the arm. Yushinokami stands back up again, and Frankie Edgar's just like, we gotta just not get caught, which he almost tried to finish him here with a high right head kick, getting out the round, but, yeah, that's not landing. But obviously Frankie Edgar is going to win this fight. I don't know, though. Now that I'm thinking about it, honestly, it's kind of weird. Because, sure, the metrics are saying... But at least Yushinokami's trying to finish the fight. Like, at least he's going for submissions. It's not working, but he's trying, at least. So you gotta give him that. We'll see what happens in the final round as Aoki wrestles into a down position in the clinch. Looking to take him down now as, he's trying to suck him to his guard. That's not happening. I don't know. Edgar's gonna probably get him on another double underhook here. Yep. I mean, just simple stuff there. Now he's just gonna probably lay and pray the whole time. Oh, there's a powerful elbow strike to the side of the head. There we go. There's a nice elbow, though, at least. He's able to land some damage. Blocks Aoki again. Attempts to pull guard. Or blocks his attempt to pull guard, rather. He's pounding away again. Hopefully, Takaba doesn't stand him up. Looks like he's not going to, and that's going to be your winner, Frankie Edgar. Yeah. Well, not so fast, my friend. The guy who didn't land a single fucking punch just won that fight. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I have to take a screenshot of this, is what this needs to be. Fuck, yeah, this is getting a screenshot. Yeah, we're just gonna... Yeah. This is a night to remember, is what this is. So let's, we'll get this back out of the way here. I cannot believe that. Absolutely can't believe that. Man. Man, oh man. That is nuts. Like, that is absolutely nuts. Man. I am just stunned for words. Yushinokami gets the win. I had a feeling. I don't know what it was. It's like, man, he's trying for a lot of submissions. Maybe they'll try to give him the... Like, at least maybe... Going into that third, I was like, maybe potentially someone will give him, like, a decision win. Did not think after that third round how dominant Frankie Edgar was. I mean, Jesus Christ. I can't believe the guy didn't land a single punch and still won the fight. Unreal. As Yushinokami gives a name check to everyone at Cobra Kai Dojo. All of his various sponsors, all of his friends, family, supporters. Yushinokami says it was a tough fight and gives a show respect to Frankie Edgar. As our kicking off the main portion of the card here, Gary Big Daddy Goodrich taking on Old Ironhead Kazuki Vegeta. As this, I mean, we need something here. We need a fun-ass finish after what we just saw. TriStar Gem for Gary Goodrich, wrestling for Kazuki Vegeta. For Barista, rather, for Kazuki Vegeta. Wrestling style, freestyle background for Gary Goodrich. Potentially his last fight at 43 years old. Hell of a knockout in the first to get him that 17th and 17 record. Would be a hell of a way to go out. We'll see, as Yozo is our referee. Ringside judges. Vegeta entering from the arenas, from around it, gets a loud ovation as they engage here. Goodrich misses the right hook, and here comes the counter with a great right hook from Fujita. Fujita looking for the takedown. He's got it. It's a single leg. Well, that's all she wrote for Gary Goodrich, probably. Trying to pound away on Goodrich. None of the blows land with any degree of power. Trying to pull him in now. Peppering him with short strikes, but he can't. Just a little lay and pray here. Don't like that from Vegeta. At least try to beat the guy. Fires off some punches. They're not throwing anything great force. Pounding away with punches, but can't quite land anything with power. Vegeta leans back to avoid a couple of wild swings from Goodrich. Vegeta fires off a handful of punches, each easily being blocked with gloves. Lack of progress being made. Stands them back up, and now here they come. As Goodrich touching the right hand with a good right hook of his own. Both fighters step in. Vegeta hits the left jab and misses the right hand. And there's a clean right hand from Goodrich. Oh, and he's got him. He's got him wobbled. Here we go. Big shot here. And misses with the massive right hand. So Vegeta quickly steps it back out of range, and now he's got his wits about him here. Goodrich looking to finish it here, though. There's a right cross. That lands hard. Oh, my God. Probably broke his fucking nose. Goodrich. Oh, my God. Here comes the uppercut. He knocks him down. Can he finish him here? Vegeta's back up. He really is fucking... He is old Ironhead. I cannot believe this. This is unreal. Goodrich now, he's starting to tire. Is Vegeta going to survive here? There's a nice straight right hand again that lands hard. Vegeta with a left hand now. There's a nice straight right that lands hard. I cannot... Oh, this is unreal. Slipping past the right hook. Counters with the right cross. There's a crunching right hook after the set of left jab fails to land. Oh my God, I think Goodrich might have... Oh, there's a powerful straight right from Vegeta. What is going on? And he knocks him out. Oh my God. What a fight. Holy shit. With a broken nose. Because Vegeta survives and knocks him out. I cannot believe this. What a turn of events. We knew this fight was going to be fun, but that even exceeded my expectations. I can't believe that was just only rated good. That fight was insane. Insane. What a win for Kazuya Vegeta. So, thanks everyone connected to Peresta for helping him prepare for the fight, and his sponsors supporting him financially. Praises Goodrich for the tough fight. Francis Limitless Garmont versus Yushin Thunder Okami. As, Francis Limitless Garmont, 11-4, 12-4 Yushinokami. It's crazy, you know, Yushinokami, 6'2", 205, Francis Garmont, 6'3", 205. Some pretty big dudes in there. TriStar Gym. Gang racism, wrestling, judo backgrounds. So at least both guys have a fundamental wrestling background. Minus 340 though for Yushinokami. Will this be his first win, or will this be Francis Garmont's first win in Pride FC? So staying out there, ringside judges, Okami. So far, the Japanese talent has been on fire so far, 2 for 2. Probably should be 1-1, but that's alright. Well, that's another story for another time. Round 1 begins. They touch gloves. Garmont hits a left hand, but doesn't hit the leg kick that follows it up. Okami gets a hold of Garmont without taking too much damage, trying to get a Muay Thai clinch out. Can't quite manage it, though. Ends up being out wrestled in the grapple. Garmont's trying to push Okami so his back is up against the ropes. As Garmont does it, Okami stuck with his back to the ropes. Got a trip attempt now. It's unsuccessful, though, as Okami maintained a good solid base. Okami may have stopped the takedown, but is having a little less luck now, getting away from the ropes. And now with the ropes trapping Okami, Garmont looks to try and take him down by going low and taking out both legs, as it doesn't work well, as Okami defending it well, and now, as far as he's trying for it again, Okami stops it again. Okami looking for the Muay Thai clinch down, and he's not going to let himself get caught here. Both guys are just fighting now. They're fighting to keep control, to stay in control, but now Okami's got him up against the ropes here. A couple of, 60 seconds goes by, not a whole lot happening. Pressed him down. He's just going to kind of wear him down, looks like. Up against the ropes. Referee going to restart him, thank God. Way to go, Yozo. Is up close now. They start wrestling. As Garmont wrestles his way into a down position to clinch. Gets a knee strike to the body now. Halfway point in the first now. Garmont trying to push Okami so his back is up against the ropes. Okami out wrestles him though. Okami's trying to lock Garmont into a Muay Thai clinch. As Garmont wrestles his way into a dominant position in the grapple. Instead though, as Garmont can't keep control of Okami in the grapple as soon as he's being pushed around. So Okami trying tries to get his to lock his legs around his waist, wanting to pull him down, suck him into a guard. Unsuccessful though. Garmont takes control of that. Grapple, as now he's in control in the clinch here. He's trying to push him against the ropes, but Okami out wrestles him, so now he's looking for getting him up against the ropes. He does so. Looking for the Muay Thai clinch. Smartly though, Garmont reverses, so now he's back in control up against the ropes here, looking for a takedown. Not a good job as far as Garmont keeps on going for those takedowns. Hasn't worked out yet, probably won't happen at all, it seems like, as far as, I feel like his only way of he's going to win this fight is if he knocks him out or something, and he hasn't really been trying to throw a lot of strikes, he's just trying to grapple with him, and that's just a terrible game plan. Both guys have the same idea. They clinch. Garmont's the aggressor again. He's got him against the ropes. Looking for the takedown. I don't know why he keeps on trying to go for the takedown. Well, at least go for the Muay Thai clinch or something, man. Yeah, Okami's got him against the ropes now. What a terrible way to combat what we just saw to kick off the show. Now looking for a judo throw. Blocks that now. And that's the end of the first round. So both guys trying to grapple. As far as both guys haven't gotten a takedown. Okami does have more strikes, but at least Garmont landed a powerful knee. As far as I would probably still give it to Yushinokami. We'll see. As I mean, the judges are all over the place so far. It seems like as they come together in a clinch, Garmont's the aggressor, prevents the knee strike, trying to muscle him against the ropes. He does so, and now using his wrestling skills, Garmont is trying to push Okami up against the ropes. Garmont does it. Okami's stuck with his back to the ropes. Garmont's going low and going up and trying to hold a single leg now, looking to take him down here. He still can't get him down while holding a single leg. That is not good if you're Francis Garmont, as far as your takedown skills. Trying to get into a Muay Thai clinch, that's not happening either. Now looking for a judo throw, that's not happening either. Jesus Christ, both guys are just stopping each other's takedowns. As, Garmont now smartly turns around, so now he's in a down position. In the grapple, Okami yanks his leg free again. This has been quite the fucking yawner, as now he's wanting to grapple again, which no surprise, both guys are wanting to grapple. Okami gets hold of him again, minute left, maybe a takedown. Hey, we finally get a takedown. It's a nice inside leg trip. Yeah, Garmont is ragged now, and Okami's just gonna lay and pray. Yeah, great job, Yushinokami, you fuck. This fight, my god, horrendous. As Garmont uses the left jab, but Okami evades the big right. Okami's able to grab him. Now look for a slam. There we go. There's a big slam, though. At least, and now he's just gonna lay and pray, but at least he had a nice slam. Yeah. Good luck with that. So Yushinokami just going to wear him down. Finally, referee's going to stand him up. Garmont's fucked. I mean, his game plan was horrendous. And there was at least trying to go with something. Uses the jab, but Okami dodges the body kick. A little late for that. He's trying, though. Okami looking to step in and grapple, but Garmont took the initiative first as his jab hits home and then hit the leg kick now. Can't connect the sub strikes, but hits the right hand. Now looking for a clinch. Can't get it, though. And that's the end of the fight. Can't believe Francis Garmont waited all that time to start unloading some strikes, rather than waiting to grapple, then strike out of a clinch. Just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yushinokami's your winner. Just, light both guys on fire. Just end it. It's what we should have done when the bell rang. Horrendous. As Yushinokami gives the name trick there by pancreatism, all of his various sponsors, all of his friends, family, and supporters. So our women's fight here is Kyoko taking on Valerie. 8-3, 5-1 kickboxing, mixed martial artists. Pretty close to the betting lines. As far as Tsunanama Dojo for Valerie, no team for Kyoku. Nagoya, Japan, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Long way from home, but she is the bigger. She's probably the better striker. Hoping for a knockout here. Yozo back out there. This man just saw the best and worst fight back to back, so he's had quite the luck so far. Ringside judges. Even though they weighed in the same, Valerie a little heavier, which makes sense since she's 5'7". She probably should be fighting at least 135. As opening bell, now they touch gloves. Both fighters come together and strike. There's a great right hook, countering the right hand and a jab. Oh, and it probably smashed her nose, too. Let's see if she's the only person to win with a broken nose tonight. As Valerie throws a quick one, too. Doesn't land, though. Now Kyoku grabs her into a clinch, trying to wrestle against the ropes. And that's not happening. Valerie's got control, looking for the takedown. Can't get that either. Come on, you fucks. Now we're going to just wrestle fuck each other. Valerie trying to get the takedown. Not happening. Oh, Christ. Got her up against the ropes now. We're going to get a takedown. Nope. Valerie she's got control now. Trying to keep her up against the ropes. But some dirty boxing. That gets reversed, though. Kyoko trying to get the takedown. Not happening either. We're cursed. There we go. We finally get the takedown. It's not pretty, but Kyoku drags Valerie to the mat. Now Valerie's got to pull guard. We'll see what the kickboxer can do on her back. Firing off some punches now. Burst into life. Here comes a scramble. Terrible choice, though, as now that's a perfect opportunity for Kyoku to get side control. Keeps her guessing here. Does a few right hands to the body. Just gonna little lay and pray here. You know you're in control. As long as you hang on for the entirety of the round, which Yozo wisely stands him up. Was hoping for that to be a little sooner, but that's alright. As missing the right hook and leaves her home for a counter, which is a quick left hook there from Kyoko. There's a weak tentative jab, and there's a left-handed, a vicious right, and knocks her down. Is Valier going to finish the fight here in the first? I think she will. Powerful shot for powerful shots, and yeah, Yozo's going to pull her off her. Way to go, Valerie. That could have been a really terrible fight there, but thank God Valerie put an end to that swiftly. 6-1 now, Kyoku 8-4, and the Japanese talent winning streak comes to a halt. As Valerie puts an end to that. As, oh wow, she wants to take on Rose Conan. That should be fun. Should be a fun fight. So yeah, that goes. And the Terror serves taking on Matt Hughes. Our next one, our welterweight contest, 12-9, 32-9, Hillsborough, Illinois, East Meadow, New York. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Wrestling. Pretty close to the betting lines, -110, +100. D1 the Cows referee, ringside judges. Here we go. They touch gloves. Hughes stepping forward, willing to take a few shots. Gets close enough to wrestle. As Sarah fails to find almost jab. Hits the right hand though. Hughes again. One to throw down. At least get close enough to grapple. And he's got him. Looking for the slam. He's got him. Slammed him. Looking to get past guard. Not happening though. Obviously Matt Sarah tremendous on his back. And is looking for the arm from the bottom. Not happening though. Is Hughes punching down on Sarah. Trying to sweep now. Doesn't budge Hughes. Hughes trying to throw some right hands now as he takes a moment to plant head. Gets pulled in tight, stopping him from posturing up or launching any strikes. Sarah's control against the ground, unable to shift him off of him, and now in guard, Hughes throws a couple punches, designed to keep him guessing. Sarah grabs Hughes, draws him in closer now. So a lengthy stalemate period results in the referee standing them both up. Sarah throws a quick punch, doesn't land though. Hughes seizing that chance to clinch up with him, looking for the trip, got the trip now. Matt Sarah's in a world of hurt here. He's trying to pull guard on Hughes as they get in with the attempt. Some big elbows onto Sarah, but he's able to deal with most of them. Throws a few strikes, clearly slowing things down though. Still throwing some elbow strikes, just really pounding away. They're not landing with any degree of as far as it landing to any degree really, but it's a nuisance nonetheless. More strikes now, slowing things down now, trying to catch his breath. Final minute left, and now finally Ewon the Cow's going to stand him up. Punch from Sarah fails to land. Hughes is able to clinch up with him another slam. He's got side control. Yeah, Matt Hughes is in a world of danger here. Or Matt Sarah, rather, is in a world of danger, because Matt Hughes is going to fuck him up. Second round here. Well, that's a hell of a way to start off the second round. Can't connect the jab, but it's the right cross. Hughes is able to clinch up with him, though, and looking for the trip, but Sarah blocks it. Looking to suck him into a guard. Yep, great counter there. Just going to slam him down. As now is taking the leg kick now. Hughes is trying to secure ground control, but Sarah's too quick now, slipping away from Hughes and starting to scramble. Well, now Hughes is on his back. How about that for Matt Sarah? This is a great round. Well, now another separation happens, and looking for the scramble. It's a bad idea, though. So Sarah's able to seize control and leap forward to get side control. Punching down on Hughes now. Blocks Hughes now. Inside control, Sarah catches his breath. Contentious, though, a couple punches to the body. Looking for an armbar. Hughes stops that from being applied. Minute left. Sarah catches his breath. Contentious, though, a couple punches to the body. As Sarah pounds away on Hughes, lands a few clean shots, but not many. Blocks it to him to pull guard, and that's the end of the second. Fun stuff there. That was a good round for Matt Sarah. It's not over yet for him. If he has a hell of a third round, may be able to get something happening. Well, at least they thought it was a bit of a snooze. I didn't think it was as worse as what we just saw in our, well, not the previous fight, but 2 fights ago. As Matt Hughes looked like he was angling the grapple, but couldn't take the initiative. As Sarah throws a quick punch, doesn't hit it though. There's a punch, but Hughes avoids it. Hughes gets a hold of him, look for the trip, gets him down, takes his back now, got both hooks in. Well, looking for some, oh man, he's going to ground and pound. Oh boy, now looking for the rear naked choke. Interesting choice. Just going to pound away here. Still got hooks in. Still landing shots. Not many clean shots are landing, but he's landing them. Now he's looking for the rear naked choke. Still not getting flattened out, though. Looking for it again. Doesn't allow himself to be... that's a... I mean, Matt Sarah, at least he survived, but he got fucked up in that first and third. Should be Matt Hughes' decision win. Yes. Yes, it is. 33-9, 12-10 for Matt Sarah. Fortunately for Matt Sarah, I believe he's going to get sent down in the ring. He's got to get his confidence back up. He's 35, and it's just... It's not looking good for him as far as having a 4-fight losing streak now. Actually, a 4-fight losing streak. Not great. Not great at all. got to get some wins under his belt. As he thinks everyone connected to military training systems for having prepared for the fight. And the sponsor supporting him financially says it was a tough fight, gives a show respect to Matt Hughes on our co-main event, or Matt Serra rather, gives a show respect to Matt Serra's. Josh the Dentist Near taking on the Prodigy, BJ Penn, 13-4, 16-4. Mixed martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, obviously BJ Penn, fighting out of BJ Penn's MMA camp. Black House though for Josh Near. That's a hell of a fight camp. Born in Iowa, as for Josh Near, it's crazy. Obviously, BJ Penn, 30 years old. It seems like he's towards the end of his career, but at 30, he definitely could still have a hell of a. As far as this next decade, he could still dominate the lightweight division if he chose to. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. We'll see here. This is really a huge test for both guys, though, and for Josh Near and for BJ Penn. Yozo back out there for this co-main. Ringside judges, here we go. They touch gloves. Stranger strikes. Happens right in the center of the ring, but nothing comes of it. They come together and strike. As Near goes for the body kick with the left body kick. Penn hits a jab, but also a good right hand. Oh, he's got a broad grin on his face. Oh my God, that is proof if proof was needed that the last punch was really stung. Boy, easy for me to say. As both fighters step into strike, as Near misses a right hook and gets kind of a brace of jabs, all followed by a high kick that misses. Then defensive jab hits for Near. Penn fails to find a home for his jab and then catches Near with a right hook to the body. Near acknowledging some instructions from his corner with a curt nod of the head and returns his full attention to the fight. Now, quick exchange of strikes does not produce any damage. Two fighters engage with strikes. Neither can land anything significant. Connects with a nice jab and lands the right hand now. They come together and strike. Near misses the right cross. Leaves open for a counter as Penn attacks with a glancing blow with a high kick now. Penn comes forward to force a strike exchange. Confidently steps into the pocket now. Two quick punches. Doesn't hit either of them though. Lands the left jab. Misses the body kick. They meet in the center. Slipping past the right hook attempt. Attacks with a quick left jab and a good right hand. And oh, that last shot has rocked him. He's on rubbery legs now. Steps in, tries to finish the fight with a scorching right hand, but Near nearly misses it. As Near missing the right cross, here comes another counter. It's Penn with a great right hook. Josh Near, oh, he gets fucked up with a nice 1-2, a jab and a straight right to the jaw. Knocks him down, looking to finish the fight here, and it looks like he will. Several shots now looking to end the fight. Oh no, he's going to switch to side control with the knees of the ribs. Looking for mount. It's a scramble. I cannot believe that. BJ Penn, you're a fucking idiot. I cannot. Wow, he's pounding away now. Some big right hands. Penn's able to deal with most of them. I mean, talk about the recovery for Josh Near, but you gotta be an absolute idiot if you're BJ Penn. If you lose this fight. He had him. And then he just switched to side control to go to the body. Dumb as hell. Near firing off some rights. Penn is in trouble with the strike, so now he's quickly back up to his feet. Although Near does have back control. Looking to maybe take him down. Penn stopping the takedown. Some great resilience there. Oh, God. Look at the Kimura. Holy shit. That was good shit there. What a great counter. And now Near's content just to throw a couple punches to the body. Penn trying to move the guard. Near doesn't allow it down. Near holds Penn in position with inside control, looking for the knee strike, but it gets caught. As soon as he was off balance, Penn bursts into life and tries to scramble. Minute left though. Near ends up losing out in the scramble. See what BJ Penn can do here with a minute left, not a whole lot. Yeah, I mean, that fight could have been over in the first for sure. Unreal. Second round, though. Here we go. They're back underway. They stand and train in the center of the ring. Neither fighter can land a good shot. Penn's starting to breathe a little heavier now. There's a quick 1-2. Doesn't land, though. Near gets a hold of him now without even taking a shot coming in. Looking to muscle up against ropes. He can't do it, though. Penn gets some more down position in the grapple, looking to trip him. It's an excellent outside leg trip. And Penn takes the back off Near directly off the takedown, looking for the rear naked choke. Not happening, though. He's going to need to get both hooks in if he's going to do that. Penn blocks the attempt to roll him off his back. Looking for it again. Not happening. Third time. Yeah, I mean, Yozo probably should have done a little... Maybe not. I don't know. It's tough because at least he was trying to finish the fight with those submissions, but it wasn't going to finish the fight with him not getting the hooks in. Final round now. See what happens. Both fighters meet in the center. Near misses the right hook, leaves himself open for a counter with a quick left jab and a good right hand. Two fighters engage with strikes, nothing significant lands though. Near may have been aiming to get in close, but Penn aggressively took the initiative. There's a jab, but Near evades the big right punch. They come together and strike. Penn hits a jab, but doesn't find the mark on the right hook. There's a left jab, but fails on the leg kick. Near is starting to give the first thing he's starting to tire touch. Penn fails on his finding his home for his jab. It hits the right cross though. Near gets hold of him again. trying to get him up against the ropes. Looking for maybe the takedown. He's got it. He's on a turtled up BJ Penn. And, I mean, that he's clearly hurt him now with a couple nasty looking punches. Oh, my God. 2 or 3 heavy shots that rock him. Is he gonna... Oh, he's taking advantage of the pause now. BJ Penn, look at the scramble. What in the world is going on? Is he going for the takedown? No, he can't get it. I cannot... This fight has been absolutely nuts. Both guys have had a chance to finish each other. And every time, someone just finds a way to survive. BJ Penn's definitely slowing down now. 2 fighters come together. Penn dodging the right hand. Counterattacks to the right hand. The lane's clean. And that, I mean, that's a hell of a fight, though. That's a great co-main. Hats off to both guys. That's a tough fight to judge, to be honest. Because Nier probably had him in the 3rd. I don't know about the rest of the fight. If you kind of looked at it from both perspectives, you could honestly give it to both guys. This should be an interesting one. Alright, they gave it a unanimous decision to BJ Penn. I don't hate that, you know, but that's an interesting fight, though. You could say if you're in Josh Neer's camp, though, you could feel slighted a little bit looking at those metrics, but I think BJ Penn did a little bit more. You know, I think he had the first round. It doesn't look like it from the metrics, but if you combine what he was doing standing-wise, what he did, yeah, as far as, I think he had control in the first, I think he had that round. Second round was not a whole lot happening, but I'd probably give that to Penn with the takedown, and then you probably give it to Nier, so yeah. I think that was the right decision. We'll see. See what happens, though, as far as for Josh Neer. Tough loss, but already having 4 fights, now his 5th fight in Pride FC. That's pretty nuts for someone that's, you know, a top 12 guy like Josh Neer. Maybe a break. The guy could probably use it, especially after the war he just had with BJ Penn. But hell of a win for BJ Penn. He's back, baby. It's a huge win for him. As BJ Penn gives a name check to everyone at, obviously, his fight camp is very responsive to all of his friends, family, supporters. Invites everyone to a post-show winners party at the local club to celebrate him winning. As BJ Penn's good in these interviews, knows how to sell himself. And now our main event, Ron Faircloth taking on Mauricio Shogun, who our main event, 22-7, 8-1. Pretty goddamn close on the betting lines. Hybrid fighting background for Ron Faircloth. Muay Thai background for Shogun, bigger. Probably going to weigh in a little heavier. Brazilian top team. Greg Jackson's mixed martial arts. Faircloth. You want the car as a referee. Ringside judges. Fight begins. Now they touch gloves. The wrestling, which is... I cannot believe Shogun has the dominant position here. I was about to just say, it was like, well, if they're wrestling, Faircloth probably has the advantage. But nope, look for the Muay Thai clinch. He's got it. That's not good if you're Ron Faircloth here. Went for the knee strike, misses, now gives Faircloth the opportunity to wrestle free. Come together and over-under. Shogun again, dominant position in the grapple. I cannot believe this. He's got him up against the ropes again. Looking for the Muay Thai clinch. He fights it off, though. Looking for it again. Fights it off again. Looking for the takedown there. The sweep. He's got... What a sweep. Oh, boy. Shogun is red tea, my friends. My God. He is dominating him so far. Oh, the attack does see Shogun get pushed away there, right out of the guard. Now he's standing. Looking for a vicious up kick. As, oh my God, what a flying stomp, though. Ah, he misses. Damn. That would have been awesome. So he spots the opportunity and moves quickly, tries to secure one of his opponent's legs, but Shogun avoids the attempted leg grab, and he comes out on top of side control. Bad idea from Faircloth, though. As he throws a few strikes, clearly slowing things down, trying to transition to guard. Can't quite get it, though. Throws a few right hands now. And trying to transition to guard. Halfway point, fires off some punches now. Fires off. Trying to transition to guard. Can't quite get it, though. Throws a few strikes. Clearly slowing things down, though. Trying to pull guard. Not happening, though. Faircloth is Hua now. As he's firing off some punches. Easily being blocked with gloves. Trying to move to guard. Not happening. Faircloth trying to transition to guard, but he can't quite manage it. And then, the referee's going to stand him up. Good idea. They get up close to wrestling. Shogun again, down position in the grapple. Got him up against the ropes, looking for the Muay Thai clinch. There, oh well. Isn't having any part of that. So Faircloth doing his part. Is surviving, getting out of that clinch as quick as he can. Stopping the clinch whenever he can. If Shogun starts opening him up, though, with these punches, it's going to probably be over for him. There's a 1-2, doesn't hit either of them, though. There's a left jab, but misses the big right hand. They clinch. Shogun again, dominant position. Heck, he still can't get... Oh, but there is a left hand and a crunching right hook, though. My, oh my. Faircloth now finally got him in a clinch. Looking for the takedown. Not happening. Ron Faircloth is in a world of hurt, and here I thought he was a top 5 guy, man. I mean, that just shows you how fucking insane Shogun is. This is nuts. Back underway now. They come up close. They clinch. Wrestling for a position. Shogun's got the dominant position. Looking at muscle against the ropes. He does so. Looking for the Muay Thai clinch. He's still not happening. Getting that in. But Faircloth's fighting, though. He's fighting for everything he's got. A fair fox to him. Alright, now this is getting a bit redundant. Alright, maybe not. Okay, there we go. Looking for something different. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he sweeps the leg. I mean, that was just hilarious. So he probably went for it at least 8 times. Blocks attempt to pull guard. Takes a knee strike to the ribs now. Few weak-looking punches now. As Faircloth trying to transition the guard. That's not happening now. Look at Shogun. Look for an E-bar. Didn't think that was going to be a finish, but there we go. That was fun. Knee strike just above the hip. Fires away with punches now, and that's the end of the second. Yeah, Shogun, not what I expected. I thought it was going to be a little bit more like Shogun had the advantage standing. Faircloth had the advantage on the ground. This has been all Shogun so far. This is definitely a statement piece from Mauricio Shogun Hua. Yeah, I mean, talk about just getting mollywopped, though, in this main event. Did not see that coming. There's a jab and a leg kick from Shogun to start off the third. Jab is wide and hits Faircloth with a beautiful straight right. Shogun is a killer in this fight, though. Trying to get him up against the ropes. He does so, looking for the Muay Thai clinch. He's finally got him. Oh, and he blocks the knee strike. He finally got it, and it gets blocked. Starting to slow down now, but there's a flurry, though. 5 punches, scores with the right cross, and lands hard. My God, Shogun is looking to finish the fight here. Uses the left jab, but leaves himself open with the head kick attempt, as Faircloth capitalizes it by catching it. Easy for me to say. He's now looking for the takedown. He can even take him down off of that? That is nuts. I mean, Shogun's just too good for him. This is crazy. Is he going to take him down again? Oh, okay, fights off. Boy, oh boy. Now Faircloth's starting to give the first inning, starting to tire. Minute left. Faircloth trying to get in close. There's a crunching right hook from Shogun. Oh, shit. Is maybe aiming to get in close with Shogun. Aggressively took the initiative. Can't connect with the jab. There's a right hand that lands hard. And there's another right hand. Oh, my God. Fails to find him with jab. Another big right hand. Jesus Christ, another big right hand. Shogun is a savage, dude. Alright, so this middleweight division is insane. We already knew that going in. But here's a guy. And Mauricio Shogun Hua hasn't fought a top 10 guy yet. The 21st middleweight in Pride FC, not even ranked like as far as pound for pound or anything. He just dominated the man who is 5th in the pound for pound list, the 2nd light heavyweight in the world, and the 2nd middleweight in the world. Nuts. Absolutely dominated him, and mainly because of his striking. Now, we've gotten to the point now, obviously, when we started the save, it was still the Wild West era of mixed martial arts where everybody just kind of had their style, and that was what got them to the dance, and that's what they were going to use. If it was wrestling, if it was kickboxing, whatever it may be. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, obviously, or Judo. But now, you got someone like Shogun in here who just destroyed him, standing-wise. It wasn't even close, and then was able to control him on the ground, and he's not even like, you know, he's a Muay Thai guy. He, you know, it's just insane. Insane. Unanimous decision win, obviously, from Mauricio Shogun Hua. That is our main event, and, I mean, Shogun, I mean, do we have him take on Anderson Silva, is the question. Is that the fight? Anderson Silva versus Mauricio Shogun Hua at Shockwave. That might be the fight to make. That's so insane to me, but it's got to happen now. It's got to happen. Critical rating level was a 63. That opener was tremendous. The pen fight was fun, and then the Stefan Struve West Sims. I cannot believe Frankie Edgar lost that fight though. That's still insane to me. I wish we could look at per round basis. I wish that was the one thing I kind of wish we did, because the 7 submission attempts is just nuts. Is that the reason why that guy won? Like, it's just crazy, because a lot of those happen like back to back in like a single round. Just nuts. Absolutely nuts. Fun card, though, for what we wanted it to be. And that very much a statement piece for Mauricio Shogun Hua. BJ Penn, he's still here. He's still rocking and rolling. And you know, Kazuki Vegeta and Gary Goodrich, they went out fucking swinging, man. Hell of a fight for both guys. And, Yeah, give some love to Steph's Truth too. That's kind of what I want Worldwide to be, though. You have these fights where it gives those guys that are not gonna be on the pay-per-views a chance to really showcase their skill and talent. They absolutely did there, especially in the Vegeta Goodrich fight. I mean, that's so fun. Could have main evented. Probably should have main evented the way it went. But that's all right. As I thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.